Hello, everyone. I'm Florence Gold, and I am the NASA HUNCH Academy Project Manager. This program is brand new to NASA HUNCH. NASA HUNCH has been in existence since 2003, but coming up in the new school year of 2024-25, we have incorporated grades K through 8 into the NASA HUNCH program. And we call it the NASA HUNCH Academy. And it's for students and their teachers who are passionate about STEM education. And the reasons that schools are interested in STEM education in particular is because that education cultivates curiosity, critical thinking, creativity, collaboration and cooperation, and the confidence that they can do many, many things beyond what they even dreamed they could do. Um, we want to ignite the passion of students becoming scientists, engineers, mathematicians, technology, and through this hands-on program for the younger students, they learn one of the most important skills that I find that the high school students have difficulty in learning, and that's teamwork. So we at NASA, we always stress teamwork. We always like to have at least two people working on any project. Um, and these projects are all innovative kind of hands-on projects. But the unique part, really unique part about it is these projects are designed to help NASA. So even in elementary um, schools, students can do projects that will actually help space exploration and the NASA program. And so the hidden agenda kind of is to empower the students to have the attitude that they can do this and to reach for the stars. So this is a third grade class, and I was in it, and I asked them who wants to be an astronaut, and every hand went up. When I go to middle schools, I still get a few hands up, and when I go to high schools, I'm lucky if I get one hand up. So I'm I am passionate about changing this, giving the students the attitude that they could be an astronaut if they wanted, and that is throughout their education, not just when they're little and everyone thinks they would like to be an astronaut. This program, I always call it a win-win program. So it benefits NASA because it provides the future workforce a diverse and skilled employees. We need every single person, and also helps NASA because the public then becomes more knowledgeable and appreciates the the benefits for space exploration for people on Earth. Um, the the nation benefits because they can lead the world in innovation and technology, and this also promotes economic security because it's the jobs that are the future jobs involve a lot of technology. And NASA Hunch benefits. NASA Hunch will have a network of students that have already been trained to their teamwork, to think creatively, innovatively, and they will move up, our hope is, from elementary school to middle school to high school. And that would be really, really helpful. The link here is a video made by NASA on the benefits of humanity, and they did this one on the Hunch program. I have created an acronym called CREATE, and this kind of helps. I say the gifts that we give to our students and our teachers. And one, the C stands for creative thinking, how to solve problems and be innovative. Resiliency, that's a really important attribute that I wish everyone would have. NASA has a saying, failure is not an option. And really, what it means is that um, if something doesn't work and something fails, that's a learning opportunity. But the student has to have the attitude that they will continue. That's just one bump in the road, but they learn from it and they keep trying and trying and trying again. Esteem. Working for NASA builds self-esteem. And to me, as a high school teacher, I was a high school teacher, I wish I could give every student a pill that would help with their self-esteem, because that when they don't have a good self-esteem, that leads to problems with their social and their success in life. So working for NASA promotes that attitude, which is really valuable. The A stands for apply. So every standard says apply your knowledge. But in this HUNCH program, it even goes beyond that, because in applying your work for the programs, you have to apply all kinds of skills beyond STEM. So you need to be a good writer, you need to be a good speaker, you apply art, and many of these skills across all the curriculum. The best practices in learning also is when the student can apply their learning. So instead of teaching, let's say I used to teach fractions. I was a high school math teacher. So I would stand up there and teach fractions, and I think it would go in one ear and out the other. But if I gave them a project where they had to need to know how to find, let's say, 3/16, then they would come to me and ask, and there's where the real learning applied. Teamwork, my high school kids say that was the hardest thing for them to learn, because everyone thinks they have a great idea on the project. They want to promote what they're thinking, but they have to learn to cooperate and collaborate with their students. And this would help not just with science projects, but also all through life. And my hidden agenda is the E, where it empowers students with a broad skills and the confidence that they can succeed. And this, to me, is the most important thing of learning. When the students have the confidence to work on a project and not give up. Here's a team who wants to be an inventor, because this team already has a patent. And here they are in 5th grade in a world competition where they won 2nd place. And here they are at NASA HUNCH last year with the same project, the Pinnacle team, and they have continued their love for working as innovators, as scientists, and designers throughout their education. And it's an awesome thing to see that as a young student, they were successful and they continue with that success through high school. Who wants to be an astronaut? This is a slide about Dr. Ellen Ochoa, who was the first Hispanic woman to travel into space in 1993. And she's a great role model. So, and she talks about her journey to being an astronaut on this video here. We have a wonderful creator of the HUNCH investigation stations that we use to send out to schools who are interested in doing these investigation stations that are designed from NASA HUNCH's design and prototyping projects. And Brittany Koger in Trenton, Georgia. She's the STEM instructor for the elementary students, and she's been working for over a year now in building really inspiring investigation stations, hands-on, where they have to apply their math. They learn to be a scientist, and they're learning to be an engineer, and she's amazing. I call her a rock star, and these are links, they're active links that you can check out. And this
After
is
reading this statement, which I wrote a couple years ago, it still holds true today, now more than ever. With the expansion of the HUNCH program, students in communities that aren't considered quote unquote space states can be exposed to not only the exciting things that NASA is doing, but also exposed to new skills they might not get elsewhere in their education. Speaking from my experience of over 8 years involved with HUNCH, including as a student and as a volunteer mentor, HUNCH has led me to learn and become skilled in things like soldering, coding, electrical work, and machining, along with soft skills like public speaking and teamwork. These are all things that were imperative in helping me gain opportunities and have led me to the career I am in today as a systems engineer for spacecraft. Growing up in small town Montana, I never thought my career could lead to such an amazing journey in the space industry, and HUNCH is to thank for opening my eyes to such possibilities.
So this is a young lady who I had invited into my high school hunch class in 5th grade, and now she works for Maxar. She's working on the gateway power propulsion element of the gateway. And I also put a link here to astronaut Lauren Acton. He was the only astronaut born in Montana, and I had elementary students ask him questions, and it's really kind of cute because they say one of the questions is, do we really have to learn math and science, or is this just our teacher telling us that it's important? So I want to thank you all for listening to this video. We really appreciate it. My contact information is florence.v.gold@nasa.gov. You can contact me anytime if you have any questions, and check out our website at nasahunch.com. The Hunch Academy will be posted as a link on that website starting next school year. So thank you all, and have a wonderful semester and school year.